So this week, Pippa shares her remarkable transformation from decades of sneaky eating and food battles to finding that true peace and agency with food, despite initially not believing it would work for her. Pippa discovered a completely different relationship with food and her body through a holistic, gentle approach that addressed the deeper emotional patterns beneath her eating habits. So listen on to find out more. So, welcome to Joyful Eating for Menopause, episode 238. And this week, we're talking about how Pippa gently ended her lifelong battle with food and her sneaky eating to create peace, even though she didn't believe she could. So, listen on to hear the fantastic interview I had with Pippa. Yay. So, welcome, Pippa. Good to have you on Joyful Eating. So, cast your mind back to before you started working with me in the Naturally Healthy Club. So, what was your relationship with food and your body like way back then?
So relationship with my body was fine probably until I had children, but I'm also very aware that as a child I used to sneak and steal biscuits and chocolates and hide the evidence, and so there was definitely an issue there. Through adulthood and parenthood, I was the one who had to buy eggs a couple of times because I'd eat what I'd bought for the children, but I knew where they were. So very much, if something was in the house, I had to eat it.
So there's a lot of sneak eating.
A lot of sneaky eating, a lot, and hidden, pretend it was, I'd wait till
Yeah.
someone wasn't looking, and it's, yeah, being honest about it's quite interesting now. And it felt very much like a battle with food, really. And usually I seem to lose.
Yeah, right.
I certainly tried and used many different diets, all of them restrictive or not trying to increase exercise. Uh, but that cycle of over restrictive, then overly lack of control was
It makes you
absolutely been there. Yeah. When I reflected though, on a positive note, I have always weighed myself daily, probably beaten myself up about it, but it was a focus. I knew that it helped to keep me honest about what was happening and motivated me sometimes to go for another restrictive process. Protein was a priority, and I had for several years been doing just the intermittent fasting, not eating breakfast idea, which
right.
had
And
those things
then
had
that had
those things had
helped.
been positive.
So you had some good things that were working.
Yeah, but some, as you say, the sneaky thoughts and sneaky eating and negative self-talk about
Yeah,
that
about that.
real strong. Yeah,
Yeah, right. So not peaceful.
not at all. No,
Yeah.
and I
Right.
would
And so
describe it as better.
a battle. Yeah,
Yeah.
right, right. No fun, Pippa. And so
No,
what tipped you over from thinking about working with me to actually deciding to join the Naturally Healthy Club?
I'd sort of had become aware of you online, I think through YouTube videos and stuff, and I'm not sure why they first popped up for me, but they did. And I really liked the way you spoke about things, some of the hints that you had. So I knew about you for a long time. I had thought about it for a long time. I'd also managed to lose some weight a year ago for a son's wedding in Spain, and also knew absolutely that I would not be able to sustain that
Right.
then. So that was the kicker that really got me to decide, yeah, I am going to commit to doing this.
To
Yeah.
doing something differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I knew
I
you and knew I would fail again. I
You knew you would fail again.
did. I did. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you went
Thought.
into it thinking this isn't going to work, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Absolutely.
Isn't that fascinating? Right.
Absolutely. It's now that I
Yeah.
understand. Yes.
Yeah. Right. But you're willing to try it even though you didn't believe. That's really interesting, Pippa. Yeah. Mm.
I
Okay.
knew
And
it
so
was going to be different, but I didn't think it would help.
you didn't think it would help. Yeah. But there must have been a little bit of hope in that. But
Always.
yeah, yeah, right, right. So that's what that little bit
Yeah.
of hope was enough to like, okay, I'll try it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. And so like what concerns did you have about your ability to get them like to get the most out of naturally healthy cotton, apart from that it wasn't going to work for you?
Well, it was sort of like, why will this be any different? And also knowing that I was the problem, that was my belief. Um, what I didn't understand is that I was also the solution. It's so those were the
Wow.
things I thought, well, yeah, how's this going to be different? But
Yeah, because I'm this problem. So how,
I'm the
yeah,
problem. It's up to
yeah.
me that can't. It's me that's weak. It's all those.
Me that doesn't have discipline, me that doesn't, yeah, right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, right. But then when she started doing the work and you were able to see that actually, no, I can change.
Change is possible, Jules.
Change is
We're so
possible.
true for a long time. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so tell me more about like how have you changed like the way you think and feel about yourself and your body and food?
Unbelievable change for the better. Unbelievable. Um, I just feel so much more positive and gentle with myself. Um, there's a sense of, I don't want to say being in control, but I feel like I'm in charge, that I
Right.
have
You have agency,
agency
maybe?
over it.
Yeah.
Yes. No, it's not a control as in a control, but I am in charge. I have agency, and I'm not a victim to my failings anymore, which is how I
Amazing.
felt it was very much in the victim mode. Um,
Yeah. And
and
the
also,
loser in the loser in the battle.
always,
Yeah.
but now I hear all those expressions in my self-talk and I shake my head really. Because I actually know a lot about self-talk. I know a lot about um, the power of thoughts and stuff, but I wasn't doing it for myself. I've helped other people with that, but I haven't gone and changed my own stuff enough. Yeah. So it's
Isn't
been,
that
when I
amazing?
say it's an unbelievable change, it really is. It's been so powerful.
Yeah.
And enjoying food more is another thing, because again, the big
Yay.
was the food, and I've always loved food. That's part of the problem too, but now I really do enjoy it. Yeah,
Amazing. So you used to feel like, oh, this is my problem with that. I love food too much. Whereas now you can like actually enjoying food is like a superpower for me. Like it's like, it's a great, it's a
positive, it's a
positive, yeah, attribute
fun,
rather than it
it's
being this like negative thing that's holding me back. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's so great, Pippa. Like you get it and you're noticing that you're getting more enjoyment. Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. That's so cool. And tell me, like, how does that like the battlefield now, how feel now?
Um, it doesn't feel like a battle. I feel calm. I feel peaceful. I feel happy, happier. I'm a happy, not an unhappy person, but I'm happier. Just so when I say it's changed my whole life, really. Yeah. I mean, I have some new clothes, a smaller bra size,
Right.
there are some things that are quite different now, but the biggest change is within, really, in terms of how I feel. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And what about like this sneaky eating? Is that still coming, you know?
Oh, not like I'm able to. Yes, it comes in.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, of course.
But I accept that, and I can stop it. I can, whoa, hang on a minute here. What's really going on? Rather than, I remember quite early on, I had some coaching with you because I was at my daughter's place with 4 children, and one of the grandchildren was selling big bags of licorice raw sauce,
Oh, yeah.
and of course, I bought the bag to support them. And then over the next probably less than 2 days, I ate the whole lot while I was there, and I couldn't I couldn't stop that. I'd started working with you, but it was like, oh, I'm just as bad as ever. But with your coaching, I was able to understand that, accept that, and just move on to learning from it. I've never gone back to that sort of quantity and volume and length of time being out of and being unintentional.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
so now I really feel I can manage it. It's not perfect, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, cool. So there's an acceptance as well. And it's like, yeah.
So very much so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you feel like it could even be that like a little bit of sneaky eating is like you might want to continue to have that? Like it actually could be a little bit fun to have that as a little thing that you do with
Sometimes it
yourself.
is.
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes it is. I guess it's just when it's that numb, out of control. I
Yeah,
just want to eat this to get rid of it because actually I don't like it. I don't like
yeah, that's
the feeling about
right.
it. I don't ever want to feel that again. But yeah, I might. If I think I've had one taste of something, I might have two. And it's fun.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. So it's like it's more of a self like a treating yourself being rather than a punishing yourself.
Absolutely.
Switch. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing, Pippa. And to think that, like, at the beginning, you didn't even think that you could change, like, that you didn't even believe that that was possible.
No, I did not.
Yeah, yeah. So what else are you noticing that's different, Pippa?
Um, well, just enjoyment of like going out for dinner. Uh, I'm actually enjoying the planning. I did talk to you at one stage, but didn't sort of like the idea of kind of writing down what I was going to eat. That sort of clear. But you just said that's fine if that's not. You just think about, and that's what I do now. I just think about what am I going to be doing today? Where are the food points in it? Um, and I might decide what I'll have for a snack if I feel hungry. But it just it's loose, but there is a plan, and that feels good.
Yeah, so you have some structure, but it's not too restrictive. Yeah.
Actually, knowing what I'm going to eat at any minute doesn't work for me. And that starts to feel restrictive.
Yeah,
Be a
cool.
bit spontaneous, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah, but you are putting some thought into it. So you're like, yeah. So you can think, oh, I'm going out to dinner tonight, so I probably don't need to have a huge lunch or whatever, like, and
absolutely.
find
Or
that balance.
when I go, what's my intention? Yes, I am going to have a glass of wine or not. Or um, I might decide that I'm going to make a healthy choice this time, or actually I'm going to have whatever I like tonight. Just but
Yeah,
it won't
cool.
be dessert as well, or make sure focusing on the speed at which I eat at the restaurant, or so some of the intentionality comes around how I eat,
Yeah, cool.
even more than what I eat.
I'm going to eat. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. I love it, Pippa. Amazing. So was there anything that surprised you about being in the Naturally Healthy Club
Again, lots.
that I could change?
Um, I guess I like how holistic your process is. It's not other the restricted diets is, well, if you eat this and don't eat that, that's it. It didn't take me into account. It wasn't sort of personalized to me with options for me, ideas for me, coaching. So it became, I didn't realize how um, sort of supportive and gentle and encouraging a process it would be, and how the things that I learned have gone on to impact on me as a person. I learned a lot um, about bigger issues, actually, even about sort of rejection and being safe to have feelings. And I didn't
Yeah.
know I had all that there. And it's not that I've needed to go and dig deeper into it counseling wise, but just identifying actually that is underneath this sneaky thought I've been having. Okay, that's what it is. Then I can deal with it. That really surprised me.
Right. So the self-awareness that you're having around like the all of you that and how that's impacting your relationship with food and how you interact with food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not just like eat more protein. Like,
And eat less and you'll be fine. I mean, that didn't
yeah.
change anything in my world at all, actually. I knew all that. I'd done all that and had failed at that because there just isn't enough wraparound support and
Well, yeah,
deeper
and it doesn't
understanding.
under address those underlying issues, does it? Whereas when we do work in the Naturally Healthy Club, we look at that stuff, and it's not like we don't dredge through the skeletons, hey, like, but it's enough to shine a light on it so that we can use the information to help us change. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And that understanding of yourself and where those feelings are coming from enables you to change it. Yeah. So that was a huge surprise. How
Yeah.
easy the steps were, but that's
Oh,
part of the
how easy it was. Yeah.
the gentleness of the process. Is sort of just here's one thing or two things to do this week. And I had results very, very quickly.
In
And yeah,
terms
that
of like
wasn't
number on the scale,
numbers.
maybe.
That wasn't my main focus for wanting to do it. It was that I thought it'd be a byproduct, but yeah, the steps are very gentle and very easy. Probably the other thing was the support of coaching and the wider team of people. Listen, I
Yeah, right.
often would listen in on your coaching sessions as to how you approach different issues, people being vulnerable and open helped me. Comments that came back in the tiny wins process. All of that was a surprise. Yeah.
Yeah,
How
cool. So you
important,
went,
how valuable that all was. Yeah.
yeah.
I
Oh,
thought
that's
it
so
might be
great.
a bit sort of woo sort of support, that, but it's not. It's very open and very honest, very quickly. So huge credit to you for that.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. Oh, I'm happy to hear that, Pippa. Um, okay, so we're surprised that it was easy and you're surprised that it worked. Amazing. We love that.
Yeah, that's pretty big, isn't it?
That's pretty big. Yeah. Yeah. And in terms of like, do you mind sharing like numbers from like in terms of weight? Like, because we don't really talk about that in the group.
No,
So I'm
no,
kind of
we
curious.
don't know. So let me think, because I genuinely don't focus hugely on numbers, what they actually are, but probably I have lost 3 kilos in the first 3 months, probably less than that. And I had maintained that. At times gone down again, but at time popped up again. I didn't really remember. I also had um, didn't know whether I wanted to lose more weight or not, because
Yes.
there's some
Yeah.
comments, people
Yeah.
saying that, oh, you're lucky you haven't lost it off your face, and oh, don't lose too much. But certainly I had lost enough for people to notice that I had, and clothes to feel looser. And it was at least 3 kilos. But then I've also maintained that and happy with that. I think I will have another push at some stage, but I will just wait till I'm ready to do that.
Yeah. Right. So if
Maintained it for
you
over
feel comfortable with where
months
you
now.
are.
Yeah.
Right. Over 6 months. Yeah.
So that's different. Very different.
That's very different. Yeah. So it's like, oh, I could
Yeah.
change this, but I actually am happy here now for a while. So you're feeling that sense of agency. It's like, if I want to, I can, but I can happy to stay here. Amazing.
So there was about another 3 or 4 before that I'd lost for my son's wedding. So over that had been a big
Oh,
bit of work
right.
beforehand. And then I went on, I thought just to maintain where I was, I'd want to put that back on, but actually just doing the process, another 3 came off very easily.
Oh, amazing. So you'd actually lost that and you didn't think that that was going to be sustainable. So you're worried that
No,
that was going
it's
to come
not.
back on. Right. And so then you were like, oh, actually, no, I'm going to go down a bit further. Right.
Yeah. And I know that if I really wanted to, I could do more. It just, I am. I'm just happy where I am at the moment, and I'm happy maintaining and cementing that skill, knowing that I can do that. That makes sense. Knowing that
It
it's
makes
not,
100% sense.
if it goes up a bit more, I know exactly, reflecting on what actually, yes, I did it. I need to, did it. I've been
Yeah.
forgetting to, did it. And down it comes again. So it's fluctuated a lot. over the last 3 months. When I say a lot, within a kilo, basically. Um, but it's feels so good, Jules. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I do have that agency. Yeah, like it's like this is what I can have it be what I want it to be, and you're not
Choose.
like yeah, and you're getting more enjoyment from food as well. It's like how cool is that? Like to be in that place where it's like I'm enjoying food more than ever. It's not a problem that I love food anymore, and I don't have this battle anymore, and my
Yep.
weight's where I want it to be. Like.
What's not to love about that?
Yeah, exactly. Secret to the universe.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. And so who would you recommend the Naturally Healthy Club to, Pippa?
Oh, Jules, everyone.
Everyone.
Um, I think anyone who's not feeling good about their body, anyone who's not feeling good about their relationship with food, um, maybe people who feel they're stuck or blaming their age or their hormonal status or because it is harder. I've been around long enough to know it is harder, but that's not the reason.
That's not
It,
the reason why the weight
yes,
doesn't move.
no, it's
Yeah,
not.
exactly. Yeah.
I think if you, for me, I knew I was an emotional eater, but I didn't know what to do about that. So all those, so it isn't for me, it isn't just about someone who wants to lose weight. That could be a reason, absolutely, and it'll work really, really well. But there are that other layer of people who, the tried and fails, the knowing you're not, doesn't feel good. I think those are also people I would really recommend it to.
Yeah. So if you want weight loss plus also the peace and ease that can come with the healthy relationship with food. Yeah. 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 Amazing. Great, Pibble. Thanks for coming and having a chat. Is there anything else you want to mention before we wrap up?
No,
That was huge.
it was very interesting going, reflecting back on how I used to be, actually. That was a good process to have done, which I thought it might
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank
Excellent.
you so much, Jules. Thank you doesn't seem enough, but it's changed my life. It really has. I
Oh,
just,
I'm so happy to hear that, Pippa. Yeah.
yeah,
Excellent. Oh, great.
you have a
Excellent.
wonderful day.
You too, Pippa. So if you'd like to be like Pippa and become one of those magical unicorns who can eat what you want, but not too much, even if you're a fun-loving grandma, then apply for the Naturally Healthy Club. So the next group starts in September 2025, or if you're listening to this afterwards, we usually start in March and September. And when you sign up, you'll get instant access to the bonus lesson so you can get a head start on creating that exact relationship with food and your body that you've always dreamed of. So, and probably have thought never, like Pippa, have thought wasn't possible for you, but it is. So come and play with it in the Naturally Healthy Club. Okay, see you next week.